Open Your Eyes is brought to you by the Belize Bank. Our country, your bank.
Good morning and welcome to Open Your Eyes.
Start your morning right.
I'm April Martinez.
And I'm Sabrina Daly.
And welcome to our Christmas special. Sabrina,
Yes.
I am excited. I know we've been doing all things Christmas this week,
Girl,
but
I know. We've been talking about Christmas since November 20th.
Since November 20th.
Yeah, we've been in the Christmas spirit as soon as we possibly could have. But of course, it's the month of December, which is fitting to discuss all things Christmas.
All things
and
Christmas.
even more now, it's the final morning show before Christmas Day.
you know, Sabrina, I know you've been preparing since the 20th, right? But I don't know how much you do per the day at home. And I asked that question because, for example, we put up our tree like the first weekend in December, after you, of course. And and my brother says, where are the rest of the decorations? Because we just put up the tree. And he's used to the living room. My mom does like a whole situation
Yeah, no, I get
in
it,
the
girl.
living room. And I said, you know, it'll gradually come. But we're putting things one at a time. He's like, it just doesn't feel Christmassy enough yet.
I love him already. That's the type of spirit that we like. I love it. I love it already.
So are you fully Christmassy in your
Girl,
house?
I have to admit, not quite.
Aw.
And that's only because I've been really busy with work, but I will get there. Tonight will not pass until I am finished with everything that I want to get done inside. Thankfully, Christmas falls on a Monday, so
It
I still have the
does.
weekend to get all the last minute things done, but I also know that I might be meeting a crowd doing the same thing if I head out in the city to do that.
Girl.
But all that said, I have gotten most of what I want done. First and foremost was my tree, and I made sure to do that as of the day after November 19th celebrations. So I've been feeling the Christmas spirit for the most part. I did most of my Christmas cleaning. I changed my curtains already, all of that. It's just the last minute. It's the last parts. If you look in my house right now, I have like gifts under my tree. Half of them are wrapped, half not wrapped as yet. And we had our gift wrapping segment
I saw.
talking about how stressful that can be at times.
No.
But I'm almost there.
Girl, we don't even have that anymore. Like, I remember growing up, presents would be under the tree like the second week of December, you know, and now it's like, okay, we're just gonna wait until the 24th.
Yeah.
Just put everything
But
in
that's
there.
great too.
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't really have kids in a house, I think anyone is
And
really
that's
fine.
it right there. I think that now that a lot of the people that we used to give a lot of gifts to are grown.
Yeah, they're adults now.
They're adults now. Well, I'm talking about like my parents. So everybody's an adult now. And then I realized I was doing some Christmas shopping the other day, and I realized that I'm that Tia. I'm that auntie where now so many of my friends have children, and so I'm the one buying all of the toys and the little
I'm
gifts
that
and stuff.
aunt too.
And I get so excited because I'm a big kid, right?
Yeah.
And so I really now see what my parents used
Yeah.
to enjoy
Yes.
about, you know, Christmas and getting all these things for the kids. But my thing at home is to do all of the cooking.
Oh.
So my list looks very different from like my mom's list. She does, you know, decorations and
So you are the designated
I
cook
am the
for Christmas?
designated cook all the time, but for
Wow.
Christmas it's even more so. So my list
Oh, I mean,
is
that's
groceries.
impressive,
My
That is
list groceries.
impressive.
So sugar is a thing right now for me.
I won't even lie. I am not the designated cook. We are actually joking because last year, so we live in a family yard, and my aunt is usually the designated cook.
Yeah.
We trust in her rice and beans more than anybody else. And last year she was not here.
Oh.
So all of the kids had to cook, and by kids I mean the adult kids.
I like that you do the quotations.
Let's just say the rice could have been a little less sticky. But everything else was a solid 7.
Yeah. Oh no.
We usually have our aunt giving us like a 10 out the park, but we survived.
Yeah.
This year I'm thankful that she's is
back.
here. She's here, and I'm like, Auntie, whatever you need,
just
we will fit the bill as long as we're not in the kitchen. But no, if we are in the kitchen, she's very strict too. Like she's very, very meticulous with what she wants.
Yes.
And that's why the food comes out like a 10 every time.
And that's why nobody should be in the kitchen with me, because I am meticulous.
You are like that?
Yes.
Oh my
gosh. I need things to be done a certain way. And we do like a split Christmas kind of thing. We normally do like Noche Buena with my mom's side of the family, which is like Spanish Christmas. You know, the 24th is a big deal for us, and so I normally cook Christmas dinner for the 24th.
Oh.
Yeah. So
are you up very late at night?
No. I start from the day, honey.
Okay.
We don't do normally late at night for dinner, but we do stay up late.
Okay.
And my grandmother would make like tamales and all of these things.
Oh,
and
I love that.
As she's getting older, of course, now the mantle has to get passed.
So you're making the tamales?
Girl, if she let me.
Girl,
honestly,
wow,
if she lets me,
I would love to see that.
If she lets me, because she's somebody that will say, come and assist her, come and do
what
it
do you
for
do when
me.
you assist?
Honestly, literally just watch she, because it's like no, you're not doing it the way I'm supposed. And then she comes in and she does it. But honestly, I'm the exact same way too. So if I tell you, Sabrina, come and assist me in the kitchen, you'll literally just be standing there.
Oh my gosh. When my aunt, I mean, obviously you want to help, but being in the kitchen, you're sweating in 60 something degrees.
Yeah, because the oven is on, the stove is on, everything is on.
It's cool, but you're nervous because you're like, if my aunt gives me the task to cut the onions, you're afraid you cut it wrong, not the shape she wants it. I know she's watching right now and she knows exactly what we are talking about. Being in the kitchen with her, you are sweating because you don't want to get it wrong.
I guess like I also learned that from my aunt. So my aunt is the one that kind of taught me how to cook and do all of the things. And so for Christmas Day, we would go to her house, and she would be the designated cook for Christmas Day. But we do ham and turkey at my house, and then we would do like a roast at her house. It's a very different 24th and a 25th day are two very different days. Celebrated very differently for us at home. But it's just because the family is very extended with different traditions, right? So
I love that though. Yeah. That's amazing because you're able to experience Christmas in a different way on different days. I can't say that I have experienced something like that. So that is absolutely amazing. You can invite me to the next one.
Well, when I was younger, we used to do Wanaragua a lot because we had more of our Garifuna neighbors, and so we would get the Jankuno dancers to come and do performances and so forth in our yard, and I could clearly remember that was like a thing back when I was younger. Now that people have moved on and moved away, it doesn't happen as much, but it is something that I definitely hold near and dear. And I think that Gales Point is also, and other Creole communities are also engaging in Bram. I don't know if Bram is big in Burrell Boom.
Well, actually, interestingly, we had a segment yesterday where Mr. Brad Patico, who is very much known for his involvement in music, Creole type music at that. He came and he was talking about what Bram was like in Burrell Boom. And I alluded to that when we had our segment a couple weeks ago where the Gales Point community came because they're having their big Bram event on Christmas Eve. So Brad Patico, he was talking about what Bram was like in Burrell Boom, and I was sharing with that on both of the segments because my grandmother would share that with me, saying how it was like where people would go to each other's houses, they would be singing their songs and sharing meals with each other. It was a beautiful experience. I will say I haven't seen that in my time living in Boom. But I've heard a lot about it and it sounded really amazing.
I've never experienced Bram in a Creole community. So I would love to see how the one at Gales Point turns out. But I did used to hear stories as well. And I wonder now, thinking about the way we celebrate Christmas just globally, how much of that community togetherness fits into that tradition now. I'm not sure if we still have that.
I think maybe it's more just about the immediate families and not so much what the Bram brought, where friends and neighbors came together. It's more, I mean, I will say every Christmas I see my extended family. They come to my aunt's house. She is the designated Christmas cook. So we all stop by and whatnot. But I will admit and I will say that I haven't seen the community aspect coming together. In my community in Barrelboom, we have something that is our annual Christmas tree lighting, where our community comes together for the most part. And we do have food on sale and whatnot, but I don't really think that that's the authentic Christmas Bram. I think it's the closest to that I guess we have tried to hold on to.
I think that one of the things that I think is missing from us, because not everybody is fortunate enough to have a family to share a meal around a table. And I think that that's what things like Bram used to do, would bring those that don't have and have that family community, right? And so I guess what I'm trying to say is, wherever you are for this Christmas, if you can open your door to somebody and to give them that Christmas feel, I think it's important that we do that.
I also think about and I was actually talking to Josh about this yesterday, how the white cake and black cake are looking, you know, because we've been talking about the sugar scarce, and I know both of us, we were in the kitchen baking last night, very late. So we did get our sugar.
I already say, if I can't find the sugar that I need, we're not to get the cake this year. I'm sorry, but I cannot do it. I can't stretch. And I'm, like I said, I'm like your aunt. I'm very meticulous with my fruit cake and stuff. So if I don't get the right sugar, I'm not to make the cake. Simple as that.
Well, we'll see how ours turned out this morning.
But, you know, Sabrina, in light of what's buzzing this morning, I would love for our viewers at home to share with us your favorite Christmas traditions or your favorite holiday memory. Just drop us a line at Open Your Eyes BZ on our Facebook live stream. But we got to move on. It's a jam-packed show, Sabrina.
Yes, it is.
And as I said, it's our Christmas special, and I would like to move on with our eye opener for today, taken from dailyom.com, and it goes like this. There are many unique ways to celebrate the holidays without spending too much money or becoming exhausted in the process. The true meaning of the holidays can easily get lost in the details, while many of the diverse festivals and feasts we celebrate are designed to be times for celebrating life, new beginnings, traditions, and landmark occasions. Those sentiments can be swept away by the stress of overloaded to-do lists and seemingly never-ending holiday obligations. Yet, there are many unique and satisfying ways to celebrate the holidays without spending too much money or becoming exhausted in the process. You can create new holiday traditions that help you focus on what you find important. Holidays can be a wonderful time for taking stock of what matters most to you. This can include family, community, helping those less fortunate, and loving the earth. If you feel driven to give the people in your life gifts, consider presents that encourage positive living or whose impact will continue to be felt long after the holidays. When exploring the true meaning of the holidays and getting back to the true spirit of the season, allow yourself to alter existing traditions. Even a blessing before a meal or a walk under the stars can help you reconnect with the holidays. Do what fulfills you and then stop before your celebration becomes more of a hassle than a happy occasion. Get back to the basics of generosity and goodwill, and your holiday will certainly be a rewarding one.
Yeah, I love this eye opener. I think it speaks to exactly what we've been talking about this entire month. We've shared so many different perspectives of how Christmas is not just only about buying gifts and making sure your house is clean and having food. There's a deeper meaning behind it. And of course, those meanings, it depends on the person. If you have a more spiritual background, or if you're just interested in the family aspect, the love that it brings, the warmth that it brings into your homes. I think ultimately, though, looking at Christmas for me, the meaning behind it, including the spiritual aspect, because I grew up in a religious household, it's also giving to others as well. And it does not have to be, in a grand way. It could be something very simple. I loved, I think it was a couple weeks ago, you spoke about back in the day where you would get your older toys, I believe, and you would share it. And I think that is an excellent example of what this eye opener is trying to convey.
I agree with Sabrina. I think that wherever you are, don't forget the reason for the season. Really, I know that sounds so cliche, but it is about being kinder, being warmer, giving back to your community, and just being a lovely, wonderful human being, I think. But wherever you are and this eye opener touches you this morning, we hope that you are celebrating your holidays with less hassle, less stress, and just enjoying the season for what it is. And we got to move on with our weather. And speaking of enjoying the season and the weather for what it is, Sabrina, it was raining really hard this morning when I left.
And they told us that it would rain. I will say the weather updates, they've been spot on for the most part. I'd say at least this month. We enjoyed the cooler temperatures. They said that it would get a bit warmer. They also said that some isolated showers would be involved. And that did take place. I believe last night it was also raining too. So I'm hoping at least, though, that it goes back to the cooler temps for Monday.
I'm just a little sad because, when it rains, it does remove that cold front kind of feel. And I do want it to feel extra cool.
But they did say that it would get cooler.
Okay.
They did say it would go back a bit cooler.
The process.
We're trusting the process.
But we are waiting to hear from the folks at the Meteorological Service. And here is that weather update for you today.
Good morning. Cool and somewhat moist conditions prevail. The 24-hour forecast, cloudy at times, with a few showers or light rain occurring mostly over offshore and some central and southern areas. High temperatures for today will reach 82 degrees Fahrenheit along the coast, 86 degrees Fahrenheit inland, and 70 degrees Fahrenheit in the mountains. Low temperatures for tonight will reach 72 degrees Fahrenheit along the coast, 75 degrees Fahrenheit inland, and 68 degrees Fahrenheit in the hills. Winds over the open sea will be from the north to northeast at 5 to 15 knots, and sea conditions will be moderate. High tides occur at 6:53 this morning and then at 6:17 tonight. Low tides at 12 o'clock this afternoon and then at 12:39 tomorrow morning. The sun rose at 6:18 this morning and will set at 5:23 this evening. The moon will rise at 1:55 this afternoon and set at 3:06 tomorrow morning. The extended forecast. Skies will be cloudy at times on Saturday and Saturday night with only isolated showers or light rain developing. And the sargassum update. The impacts from sargassum are expected to remain minimal, as little to no sargassum is expected in the area over the next couple of weeks. And this has been this morning's weather report from the National Meteorological Service.
Wonderful report. It is saying 74 and 83 on Monday, so I'm a little sad about
that. I'm sad too.
But we never know with the weather. I try not to just speak on it, but it is going to still be a little cool today. It's going to be a little rainy today, so just be sure to be as safe as possible. But Sabrina, jam-packed show. It is our Christmas special, and you can't have a Christmas special without turkey and ham.
You cannot. It's a crime.
We'll be joined by some chefs this morning on how to prepare your traditional Christmas ham and turkey for the holiday seasons.
And in our second segment, we've been hinting about it since the start of the morning show this morning. There's going to be a bake-off, or I prefer to say bake-on, because we already baked it. And
TV Kitchen, Sabrina.
Yeah, we want to share with you our take on some Christmas desserts that April and I did on our very own.
And wrapping up our show for this morning, it's all things Christmas here on OYE, talking about Christmas traditions, talking about some foundations of the holidays. Yeah. What are you thankful for this Christmas? So be sure to join us on our Facebook live stream at Open Your Eyes BZ to join in on the conversation for our final conversation. But we got to take the break, and when we come back, it's all about that lovely, scrumptious turkey and ham. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Apply now for an undergraduate degree in animation, film or journalism at the Caribbean School of Media and Communication at the University of the West Indies, Mona. For more information, visit www.mona.uwi.edu/apply.
Season's greetings to our cherished Channel 5 family.
As the festive lights twinkle
and we gather around the mistletoe,
we reflect on a year of storytelling
that has both challenged and inspired us.
We've launched groundbreaking series
that captivated viewers across the country
and beyond.
We've won prestigious awards
for journalistic and production excellence.
We expanded our community outreach,
touching lives
beyond the screen.
Your loyalty
fuels our passion
for innovation
and drives us to new heights.
Thank you for making our achievements possible as we look forward to creating more memorable moments with you in the coming year.
Taking its name from the venerable father of the nation, the George Price Highway stretches 77 miles from Belize City to Benqueviejo. Originally built in the 1930s, this cross-country highway system is the artery that links Belize to Central America at the western border with Guatemala. That connection facilitates overland trade, supporting Belize's economic development. Winding its way across the scenic countryside, the George Price Highway from Roaring Creek to Esperanza has been fully reconstructed to meet international standards, with particular emphasis on road safety. A shorter and hassle-free commute is best enjoyed when everyone obeys the traffic laws. To reduce the number and frequency of road traffic accidents, it means that a seatbelt must be worn at all times and the speed limit observed when traveling along the highway. It also means that pedestrians must use sidewalks and crosswalks where available. Buses should only board and discharge passengers at a designated bus stop. Road safety is everyone's responsibility. It begins with you.
Are you looking for low-cost television advertising? Have we got a deal for you? Advertise on Channel 5's Daily Classifieds. Channel 5's Daily Classifieds is one of the most effective methods for introducing yourself and your business to the community. Use our Daily Classifieds to recruit employees, promote specials, promote your products or services, promote a business opportunity, increase traffic to your website, and advertise items you have for sale. Let us help you to save valuable time and money. Call us today at 280-0013 or visit us at our offices on Coney Drive to discuss how we can help your business grow affordably. Channel 5 Daily Classifieds. Advertise today.
Do you have information about a crime or a fugitive in our community? You can submit a tip anonymously with your smartphone. Using this program in safeguarding our community also protects your identity, keeping you out of the court system, and could earn you a cash reward. Here is how it works. Download the free P3 Tips app from the Apple Store or Android Market. P3 is the provider of our secure anonymous tip collecting software. Open the app and create a PIN, but be sure to remember that number, then select your location. Next, select the type of crime. When submitting a tip, be as specific as possible. If you have a picture, video or audio that will help officers, you can upload them from your phone. Information leading to an arrest can earn you a cash reward of up to $1,000. Once your tip is submitted, you'll be given a tip ID and password. Check back if your tip leads to an arrest. You'll be told how much you were rewarded and how to anonymously collect your cash.
What does family mean to you? Form a strong bond with your family.
Hey sis, how is friends?
Always remember, they may not be in the same place.
Coffee and friends, huh?
Make the time you spend together fun and memorable. Ignore the petty differences. Love them while you still can. Life can be short.
I did it!
You can be the glue that keeps them together.
You did a great job. Congratulations.
Family. Meaningful always.
What did you mean earlier about climate change, Mom?
Well, when I was your age, I remember beautiful coral reefs and healthy beaches. The summers weren't as hot as they are right now, and the rainy season meant that it only rained when it was supposed to.
And then what happened?
The weather just started to change, and storms got worse. Coral reefs started to die because the ocean was getting too warm, and crops started to die because there was not much rain. You know, we realized as adults that we were doing something that was causing this.
What were you all doing?
The same thing we're doing now. Not using clean, renewable energy, chopping down too many trees, and even polluting the air with gases, such as the gases emitted from our cars when we drive around.
We need to help before it's too late, Mom. We can't let it get worse.
What can I do?
We can raise our voices.
With 35 million dreams, aspirations, and futures at risk in CARIFORUM, we need your voice in our story against climate change. Acknowledge, commit, act. This message is brought to you by the Caribbean Community Climate Change Center under the Intra-ACP Global Climate Change Alliance Plus program and is funded by the European Union.
When someone you love becomes a memory, the memory becomes a treasure. Channel 5 introduces the Daily Obituaries. the daily obituaries will broadcast all death and funeral announcements and memorials to honor your loved one's life and memories. The daily obituaries airs on Channel 5 prior to the evening newscast, with subsequent repeats at 10 p.m. and 12 noon the following day. It will also be placed online on our social media platforms, all for a standard package fee. Celebrate their lives and memories with Channel 5's daily obituaries. Honor in life and reverence in death.
Ray, what's wrong? It's him. He hit me again. Oh my gosh. This time it was worse. He slammed my face in the wall and threatened to kill me. If you or someone you know is experiencing family violence, call 0800-WAY-OUT. Or you can text or WhatsApp to 672-9628.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Can you produce your driver's license, please?
Sure, no problem.
Okay, Mr. Vernon, it's valid.
Yep.
Mr. Vernon, did you know your insurance will be up tomorrow?
Oh, really?
Make sure you try to update your policy, please.
Thanks so much for the heads up. Babe, can you please renew my policy?
We know that you get caught up in life sometimes, which is why RF&G Insurance makes renewing your insurance policy easy with WhatsApp. Just WhatsApp the words "Get Started" to 670-8700. We will prompt you to select the service you are interested in, select the service, and answer a few simple questions. An RF&G representative will process your request and follow up with you when your transaction is completed. It's that easy. Use WhatsApp and skip the lines. Remember, it pays to get it right with RF&G Insurance, a Road Group company.
I had a black dog. His name was Depression. Whenever the black dog made an appearance, I felt empty and life just seemed to slow down. He could surprise me with a visit for no reason or occasion. The black dog made me look and feel older than my years. When the rest of the world seemed to be enjoying life, I could only see it through the black dog. Activities that usually brought me pleasure suddenly ceased to. He liked to ruin my appetite. He chewed up my memory and my ability to concentrate. Doing anything or going anywhere with the black dog required superhuman strength. At social occasions, he'd sniff out what confidence I had and chase it away. My biggest fear was being found out. I worried that people would judge me. Because of the shame and stigma of the black dog, I was constantly worried that I'd be found out. So I invested vast amounts of energy into covering him up. Keeping up an emotional lie is exhausting. Black dog could make me think and say negative things. He could make me irritable and difficult to be around. He would take my love and bury my intimacy. He loved nothing more than to wake me up with highly repetitive and negative thinking. He also liked to remind me how exhausted I was going to be the next day. Having a black dog in your life isn't so much about feeling a bit down, sad or blue. At its worst, it's about being devoid of feeling altogether. As I got older, the black dog got bigger and he started hanging around all the time. I'd chase him off with whatever I thought might send him running. But more often than not, he'd come out on top. Going down became easier than getting up again. So I became rather good at self-medication, which never really helped. Eventually, I felt totally isolated from everything and everyone. The black dog had finally succeeded in hijacking my life. When you lose all joy in life, you can begin to question what the point of it is. Thankfully, this was the time that I sought professional help. This was my first step towards recovery and a major turning point in my life. I learned that it doesn't matter who you are, the black dog affects millions and millions of people. It is an equal opportunity mongrel. I also learned that there was no silver bullet or magic pill. Medication can help some, and others might need a different approach altogether. I also learned that being emotionally genuine and authentic to those who are close to you can be an absolute game changer. Most importantly, I learnt not to be.
Welcome back. We are in our studio kitchen getting things started. We are about to prepare our turkey and ham, but we had to get some help. We have with us two chefs, Minor Hernandez and Sandra Mai, to give us a bit of some guidance on how to prepare our Christmas ham and Christmas turkey. Good morning, guys, and welcome. It looks lovely. It smells lovely. And all right, where do we begin?
So I will show you guys first how to do your Christmas ham, but we're going to be using a boneless, so it's more easier, more faster to cook your ham for this holiday.
Sandra's ham.
Sandra's meat shop. She offers boneless and bone-in.
Okay. Wonderful. So straight out of the pack. Is it already smoked?
Okay.
All right.
Perfect.
Perfect.
So what we do, you can see it doesn't have contain too much fat. It's just perfect. Normally, traditionally, what we do whenever it's bone-in, we blanch it. I call it blanch. We boil it a little bit with cloves and cinnamon.
Okay.
Yes.
You know, like a little half an hour.
Yeah.
But this one here, it doesn't need to be boiled.
Okay.
Because it doesn't have the bone.
Okay.
So
I just learned something today.
It's boneless.
All right.
So what I will do, I will prick it a little bit.
So you're making some incisions in it?
Yes.
What is that for? Why are you doing that?
This is for whenever I put the glaze.
Oh, it goes in?
It goes in, yeah.
Okay, got it.
So. And we have some cloves, brown sugar, and some yellow mustard. Well, you can omit the mustard if you don't want mustard.
Oh no, you have
and
to have
I use
honey.
We have this is a spice honey. Just to give it a little click.
Ooh, I love that.
I love that too. And so when it comes to this particular, it's boneless. So does that mean that the time that it takes to cook will be a little bit less?
Less, yes.
Okay.
It will give you like 45 minutes depending on the size of your ham.
Right. Okay. And so this is how many pounds?
This is almost a 2.5 to 3 pounds.
That is so cute. I love that.
And usually like for a small family of 3 or 4, it's always good. And if you love ham, I mean by myself I can have it.
But me, I need some leftovers ham.
Oh, you by yourself will have that, no?
Yeah, like
I won't
sandwich.
Lie.
Same. And so I said I need my leftovers ham.
So we're gonna add brown sugar.
Brown sugar first. Okay.
Then we're gonna the cloves will just pinch the cloves in it.
Okay. What is the cloves for?
The cloves actually has a lot of health benefit and it gives a good aroma to your ham.
It's also like a good spice, no? Like I could crush that and put it in.
We do it in tea.
Okay.
Yeah, for tea it's good for your digestive system. Like for people who have BSI, like boiled syndrome, it's always good. It's very relaxing too, and when you're overstressed, you can just boil it.
It's interesting that you put the cloves in first. I've always done the opposite.
How you do
I put the cloves last.
No. Why I put it first? Because remember you will garnish it with pineapples to have that little sweetness in it.
Okay.
So we'll just add some.
Beautiful.
So when you do yours last, Apes, do you do it like in the paste?
So I put it in last. So I glaze my ham first, and then I put my cloves last, and I have my cloves hold up my pineapples. So I use the cloves like a toothpick.
Well, depends how you want it. Because some people doesn't. Remember, some people are allergic to pineapple.
Yes.
And you just do it with the cloves. Actually, like this is almost.
That's a good idea, indeed.
Because then you can do the pineapple glaze, what we usually here in Belize like to do, or we can do the orange glaze or the cranberry glaze. So you don't really need the pineapple itself like that.
Yeah. I put orange juice in my glaze.
Orange juice, yeah. Or cranberry.
I tell you, and I'm joke.
I believe you now.
Okay, so there's some mustard. Ooh,
oh my gosh.
And is this your spice?
Yes, this is a spice honey.
You could see that honey is seasoned.
Yes, it has bird pepper.
Oh my God, I love it already.
I don't know this ham are delicious.
It's not that too spicy. It's just to give a click to it. So we just mix it.
Guys, in here smells
great. So good. Is it good for people that want to maybe cook their glaze first? So like take out all of the grains of that sugar and so forth. Do you recommend something like that?
Well, yes, you have to. You can omit the brown sugar if you want to.
Okay.
And then you can just do the honey.
The honey.
And if you're diabetic, I guess you can just use the
The honey.
Because I think that's really important for you to share. A lot of your seasonings, they are for people with underlying conditions, diabetics, hypertension.
Yep.
So that's a really great information to share with the public. If you have any of these health conditions, definitely reach out to yourself, a minor, because he would be able to provide these seasonings that will not affect your condition.
And I'm glad you brought that up, Sabrina, because I do want to bring Miss Sandra into the conversation. She is one of the co-founders of Belizean Blends, and I wanted to kind of ask you, Miss Sandra, the reason why Belizean Blends came about and how it's different from other seasonings.
Well, we brought this out because first, because I'm sick.
Okay.
Second, we know that many of our Belizean people are sick, but we don't know what we have. So the more we consume the other products out there that contains MSG, it goes ahead and damage our system.
Yes.
So that's why we came up with this. So little by little, we stop the problems that we have.
Okay. What makes Belizean Blends spices different from other spices and seasonings that are out there? What does it contain?
Because this is a health benefit seasoning.
Okay.
It's based with our health.
It's a no salt, no MSG, and and GMO. So basically, it's grown organically from the small farmers around Belize. So it's locally grown and harvested in Belize. So we try to get all our ingredients and spices from small farmers instead of the big market, because usually they add additives on just to preserve the spice itself. But these ones here are organically grown.
And it's available in stores here in Belize?
Well, actually, we have our online store, and right now, Quality Poultry Products in San Ignacio, the store that just opened, they have all our products, our 45 products, they have it available.
Okay.
And the seasoning we'll be using. Okay, so here we have the ham, So we garnish it with the pineapple, as usually our Belizean style.
Oh, that looks
put it with
lovely.
Pineapple,
It's
the
so
cherry.
cute. I
and
could
the
eat this
glaze.
by myself.
I know.
I could eat this alone.
I look at the camera. If you look at the TV, the camera makes it look big.
It makes it look big, but honestly, I could put this in my palms, and my hands are not that big. It's so
But
great.
I mean, for a family of 3, 4, or 5, it's just a slice of ham you need.
Just what?
A slice of ham.
Just one slice?
Just agree. Just agree. Yeah, just a slice.
Okay.
So now here we got your ham. So we're going now. I'll show you how to do your turkey.
All right. I'm excited for the turkey. And of course, I know you guys have your own turkey seasoning.
So let me slide that over.
Blend here.
So now let me tell you something about the turkey.
Whee!
This one here
Gobble,
this one here is already brined.
All right.
Why I brine it? Because it takes less time to bake.
Okay.
And the brine helps the turkey to stay moist.
Okay.
I have eaten some people, when they do their turkey, it's dry because the meat from the turkey itself, whenever it's baking, it absorbs whatever is around it.
So what do you mean by brine for our viewers?
Brine is actually like some spices in water. You just leave it soak for 24 hours.
Okay.
It has to occur salt, cranberry juice. I usually add sangria. But no rum though, just the regular mocktail.
See, I told
And you make your own sangria.
Yes,
too.
I make my own sangria.
Right here, guys.
Here
Look at this.
you go.
So-
Look at that. See, I told
So this
you
will have
my
a
white wine
sweet-
thing wasn't
Girl,
far-fetched.
you are
This will have a
onto
sweet and
something.
tangy flavor, and if you notice, it has some chili flakes, just for a little
yes.
spice, and it has cloves and cinnamon.
Oh, yes. It smells really, really good.
So you mentioned that you have 45 different
Products.
products.
We have spices, we have seasonings, which will be the ones I will be showing right now. I use for the turkey. And we have mocktails, cocktails, honey, granola, trail mix.
I've had your granola.
Granola?
I've
It's
had it. I've
really,
had the
really
trail
good.
mix. It's really good.
Actually, I was gonna do some stuffings from granola.
Ooh.
But I mean, not everybody knows how to use the granola instead of the stuffing. So
Yeah.
I said, let's do the traditional Belizean way.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So we're gonna grab some butter.
Yes.
Just to keep it more moist and sweet and buttery. And if you notice, I have been poked already
Yes.
because whenever you brine it, so you can soak the brine.
Yes.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
Don't overdo it too much because you're gonna be
I
stuffing
stuffed my butter in there.
Yeah, same thing.
You can taste this.
We can
Seasoning.
taste
Yes.
the seasoning.
That's a vegan and vegetarian friendly. Also, if you're not having turkey, you can do stuffed zucchini, stuffed eggplants. It already has everything in it.
You know, it is like my childhood. we are Belizean. We have seasonings for candy.
That's
really good.
The consomme.
Oh, like tahine?
Tahine or chili powder. I don't know if
Yes,
you remember chili
yes.
powder. Yeah, that's what it tastes like.
Yeah,
So
it's
we're gonna
good.
put some butter here. We're gonna butter the turkey so it can be moist.
That would be nice with some cucumbers.
That nice Ina
You have to try the Creole seasoning.
Ah.
It tastes like a tahine, but it's for doing blackening fish, blackened chicken,
Oh,
blackened
wow.
shrimps.
So how do you know how each one of these, I guess, seasoning mix so well together that you're able to create a combo like this that is just for turkey, for...
I have been in the kitchen like for what, 15 years now? 15 years and over, so I can know actually taste and have different, I can know the flavor, how it will be the outcome of a flavor of a seasoning if I just put it together.
And since we're sick, Miss Mai, a lot of the ingredients you said are for health benefits. So how do you do your research to find what ingredients work for you?
Well, it depends what we have and what we can consume.
She had H. pylori. She was suffering from H. pylori for 2 years.
Okay.
So in that time, we used to have the restaurants.
Yes.
Right? I reinvented ourselves whenever the pandemic came. So I said, let's see what we can do after, what will be our next option for the future. So I said, let me do some seasonings and spices. So whenever she got sick and then the doctors had to put her on diet, and we're like, you know, she cannot eat this, she cannot eat that. So I go like, you know what? We do have herbs and some spices that really provide health benefits.
Yeah.
So let's try it and do it. So we started with her, and then we noticed that everything was good. Didn't have no problem with her stomach. Didn't have no heartburn. So we're like, okay, it works. So that means if we give it, a try to try sell it, you know, for other customers, it will benefit them too. So that's what we.
And let's talk about the reception from the public.
Yes.
What has that been like?
Good feedback. I have had some customers from Belmopan who are really, really allergic to corn syrup, like the barbecue sauce itself. They have tried it.
Yeah.
And no side effects. They said they are very, very, very happy with the product itself. And usually they replenish their stock, their pantry every month.
So in order to get a hold of you for these things, we have to order online.
You do it online or through my WhatsApp group or my social media.
Okay. Could you share that with our viewers?
Our website is www.belizeorganicspices.com. And then the WhatsApp will be 624-0500 or our Facebook at Fuse Bistro Limited.
I like that you guys have different names for your seasonings and so on. And so I have to ask the inspiration, or I guess what kind of flavors or ingredients go into certain seasonings, because
like
I have your
one?
Maya blends,
Maya
and that's
blends?
very different from this one, definitely.
Yes, the Mayan blends is basically for stewing.
Oh, okay.
You do stew chicken, stew pork, stew gibnut, I mean everything stew. Also for vegetarians, they can do their stew veggies.
Oh.
And if you're a vegan too, I mean, you can use it also for just your vegetables.
Wonderful.
So it gives kind of like a...
Yeah, it has everything. It has annatto, it has garlic, it has sweet pepper, it has cilantro, it has onion. Everything is dehydrated and then made into a powder.
Oh, wow. Yeah. No, it's
and then the
really
consomme, it contains some consomme, but it's not the regular malher.
Yes.
We have our own consomme, our own line of consomme, which is actually nutritional yeast. I make my own consomme from it.
Wow.
And it's actually a vegan chicken broth. This one has the vegan chicken broth in it. So whenever you go to the shop, you only need this kind of spice and nothing else you need to add.
That's true. It's true. That's why I was asking about the types of blends, if you will, that go into it, because it's very different. They're all different, even though it just looks like seasoning.
Yeah, this one here contains more herbs.
Yeah.
That's why it's called the herb roasted. That one contains rosemary, dill, fennel. It contains caraway seeds, so you can give that little aromatic whenever you're baking your turkey or your roasted chicken.
So I've never baked a turkey on my own before.
Okay.
And I won't lie, I thought that you have to put ricotta on it to redden it.
No. Traditionally, we usually do a paprika.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you know, like how I have my spices already, so I usually try use
Everything
my
is
local
there.
ingredients.
Okay.
So it'll be our annatto. So it's the recado. What you call the recado, but the recado actually is the after, how call it, the after paste. Whenever you already mix the masa and black pepper and other seasonings in it. But the annatto is the red seeds, which give the coloring for your food.
No, I don't think I've ever used just ricotta for a turkey.
Well, not just ricotta, but I thought it was the ricotta that made it look like that golden color.
Honestly, it's really just how much you baste it and how long you bake it.
Exactly.
It doesn't. You don't even need ricotta to give it that color.
Try it now. You can brine it.
Yeah.
It's better if you brine it.
Auntie, are you listening? All right.
I left your auntie. You don't
Take
say she
note.
perfect. You
Yeah,
don't say
she's
she perfect.
You did. I also, I wondered if you left that on or not.
You leave it on.
I normally take it off, but that's just because I make my gravy with everything.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do the gravy with the giblets, with the neck and and then the gravy itself for the turkey. I use my own Belizean consomme.
Okay.
You will try it in a few.
Woo! I'm excited for all of this.
This looks good. It smells good. And you made
it
your own
smells really
stuffings
Yeah,
too.
those
So are you gonna
cornbread
stuff
stuffing.
the turkey?
We're gonna stuff the turkey.
All right.
It depends, however you want it. Because then if you, let's say here, I have noticed here in Belize, we do our turkey and then we have the stuffing on the side.
Not my family.
That's dressed.
No.
You dress the turkey.
I do both.
In there.
Okay.
I stuffed my turkey and I left some for this.
To be honest with you, my opinion, my personal opinion, I don't stuff turkeys
Okay.
at
Oh,
home.
why?
I kind of afraid for the salmonella itself. You have to remember poultry has salmonella.
Indeed.
You know, and people are very, very allergic to it whenever you have a kind of low
That's
immune.
I didn't even consider.
And whenever you're baking it, the turkey expands and it releases its juice.
That's true.
So whenever you have the breadcrumbs in it, it will soak all the juices and the blood.
The stuffing will absorb it.
I put I stuff it with veggies.
Yeah.
So I
if you
put
want to.
like carrots and
Whenever I don't stuff it, I just put the bouquet garni, we call it,
Yeah.
which is with the bay leaf, the celery, carrots, but just for to have it moist inside and then to have the
put that orange
the
in
aroma,
there too.
the orange, yeah. But
Girl, you are like what?
No, it just helps. I think it gives it more flavor. And
We need to have a whole segment on where you learn to cook.
Oh no. But I like the kitchen.
Yes, I can tell.
I like eat. And so I want to make
I like
sure.
eat, but yeah, I might not be the best.
I
cooker.
like the kitchen, but I like eat more. So if it's like somebody else is cooking for me, I'm even more grateful.
Well, that's perfect.
okay, so
But
here
yes.
we go.
So we're done with our turkey.
Yes,
Ooh, look at that! Look at that!
That looks
easy.
lovely.
So how long do you normally leave? This is how many pounds is this turkey?
That's a 12-pound.
This is a 12-pound turkey. So how long would you leave it in the oven for?
Like 1 hour, hour and a half in 300 Fahrenheit.
Okay.
Not too over high heat because it gets very, very dry, and then the top cover usually cooks faster.
Yeah.
So I usually put a foil like in the middle of the baking, then I remove it, then I cover it back again and just get the little coloring of the roasting. Then whenever it's the final 15 minutes, I raise the heat from the oven, and then it gets more crispier.
Oh, lovely.
I like
Then
that.
I baste some butter on top of it so you can get the little crunchiness.
I like that. See,
I always thought, and I guess it's because around Christmas time we're all trying to get everything done, but I always thought the cooking part took so long. But to see how quickly you were able to prepare the ham, prepare the turkey, that was really fast.
Depends.
It really depends on the size. You remember we talked about how small.
Right now I'm offering in Orange Rock. You bring your turkey or your ham and I bake it for you.
Oh,
I charge you by pound.
Okay.
And right now I do have a lot of orders already.
Well, there you
So how do you charge by pound? Is it too late to?
$6 a pound.
It's too late.
I will ship it through WhatsApp.
It's too late.
Is it too late to bring my turkey?
I usually ask me to drop it 2 days before so I can brine it for you.
Yes.
You need a brine, and remember it's frozen.
Because it's
So
frozen.
you need to tie it out in the refrigerator 1 day before, and then you brine it 1 day, and then you bake it.
You're right. It is a long process.
It is a long
I was
process.
like, Myrna, you did it so quick. The one that I had worked well.
No. I based. I don't know about you, but I do baste my turkey and my ham. But we have just seen Chef Minor season our ham, season our turkey with Belizean blends seasonings, which is perfectly
this one here.
healthy, no MSGs or any of this sort like that. And look at how beautiful this
And
is.
if you notice, no salt was added.
And no salt was added because all you used were your seasonings. And
Our season doesn't need salt.
And so we are continuing our Christmas special, guys. We just saw the seasoning. We started preparing of the ham and turkey. And when we come back from our break, we're going to take it out of the oven and see how it came out. Stay with us. We will be right back.
Technology is ubiquitous, and it's transforming how, when, and where we work. Fulltech Systems is placing award-winning devices in the hands of information workers, allowing them to work without compromise in a world without wires, to innovate, create, and to maximize productivity anytime, anywhere, satisfying the needs of the desk-centric remote and field worker and every other worker in between. We are providing the industry's best devices to businesses going through the process of digital transformation. Partner with us today to provide the solutions that will allow your employees to work effectively and efficiently to enhance your customers' experience. Fulltech Systems, your technology center, where you'll come for the price but stay for the service.
Les deseamos a todos una feliz Navidad y un próspero año nuevo.
bringing people together.
Belize's location is responsible for the amazing biodiversity that we find here, including quite a few endemic species that are found nowhere else in the world.
In fact, 60% of our country still remains forested. It's part of our history, it's part of our heritage, it's part of our culture.
Business has to be a long-term thing, and it has to feed into the environment. Do we truly believe that without a strong country, you can never have a strong company?
This is going to be a good night for croc catchers.
And we are back with our second segment for this morning. We're kind of still in the turkey and ham baking, cooking. And as you can see, we've already popped out our ham and our turkey out of the TV oven. Guys, it is beautiful and it smells delicious.
It is lovely. I have to say, I'm always so excited to see how quickly we're able to bake and cook our meals.
We got this, man. We got this. But look at how wonderful it came out. These are all ingredients from Belizean blends. And there was like no salt or anything like that goes in. And it's just looking lovely as ever. And now we're going to begin plating our Christmas plate. And Sabrina, I know that we were just talking about different traditions and what we normally do at home for the holidays. For Christmas dinner is no different. And Chef Miner and Sandra are of course from OW, the Sugar City, and so they come with a different plating. And Sabrina likes her rice and beans, and today we have Doti rice.
Doti rice.
Doti rice. And so this is definitely a staple from Orange Walk. Yes?
So I took it a little bit and I add some bell peppers and corn.
Okay.
Lovely. Okay.
Just for a little festive color, no?
Yes.
But what else do you normally put on your plate at home?
Okay, so we do turkey rice, dirty rice, and then we do the turkey, ham, cranberry, and then we do a holiday salad, which is with raisins, apples, and then instead of salad cream, we use I make my own mayonnaise cream, so it contains some mustard and some cinnamon.
This is impressive.
That's delicious.
What I also want to highlight is the fact that you guys created your own sorrel wine, sangria as well. And that's awesome. They came fully prepared.
They came fully prepared with the full trimmings. So we're not only looking forward to a lovely Christmas dinner, Sabrina, but a lovely Christmas drink courtesy of Belizean Blend. So let's get started. We are carving because Sabrina, we carved last 2 weeks, right?
Yes. Alrighty, I will pass this down to you.
Ooh, thank you.
You carve for your for the Thanksgiving.
Thank you.
So Sabrina carved another turkey.
That was last week.
That was last week, and I think she did a great job.
Yeah.
But where do you start? So you start from the breast.
I start from the breast.
Okay. Because I'm not really good at carving either. I let somebody else do that.
We offer that service as well.
Moist.
What?
So it's going to be $7 if you want it carved.
Okay. I know all of this for next year, Sabrina.
Yeah. they're telling this now and they're fully booked.
Yeah, no, so, but look at how nice and soft that turkey looks. Oh my goodness.
Here. I put some toothpick, but if you have some twine, baking twine, you can put your baking twine. Sometimes when you're in a hurry, you forget to buy the string to tie your turkey. So
I usually tie my turkey as well. Make sure that the legs are holding everything together.
Well, and then it takes more time whenever you make the legs hold together because
really?
the moist inside doesn't stay.
Well, see, now I know something. And I did that this year, and I see how it turned out.
Now we're down to
with the ham.
All right.
So
that looks so crispy and
it looks so good. You sure the only one slice I could get?
So we're gonna remove the pineapple one side.
You removed the pineapple and I had to swallow immediately.
Look at how flavorful that looks.
Notice,
oh my goodness.
If you notice, you have the cloves here, which I put.
Yes.
Okay. Then the
I
glaze.
don't like biting in on a clove.
I know.
It's not. It's not
good.
the best.
It's good for toothache.
It's not the best. Oh, look at that ham. Greens.
The clove tea is nice though.
Oh,
you don't put a lot, just a little. It's very relaxing.
Okay, and that you can do from the cloves like this,
cloves
or okay,
regular cloves.
And then I just boil that.
Yes.
Yeah, we also have organic cloves for sale on our spices line.
Smells so good, guys.
Do you like boneless ham?
I prefer boneless.
Oh,
it's easier to carve, it's easier to cook and everything like that. But when I do make a ham and a turkey, it's for a lot of people. So
wanna be plating up now?
I like my ham with a bone because I don't know if this is a Creole thing, but I like put my ham bone in the beans. Yes.
Okay, so we're starting with the rice. We are starting with the rice.
And this is dirty rice.
The rice. This is how I know Orange Wakeños do their Christmas dinner. They have the dirty rice. And my aunt likes to do pinto beans. Yes.
We just do rice and beans in our household. And I don't know, like I can't see myself not getting rice and beans from my auntie.
It's just, I think that is
it would
definitely...
be a crime.
A regular rice and beans or a coconut rice and beans?
Coconut always.
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 But you know, I think it's because we do rice and beans so much in Belize that I omit the rice and beans from my Christmas dinner. I'll admit that. Oh, guys, it smells fantastic. Oh, I wish our viewers could smell.
Look at that,
wonderful
lovely.
It is at the moment. Okay.
Our stuffings?
Our stuffings, or are we doing gravy last?
Yes, I'm gonna put the cranberry and the.
Oh, okay, the cranberry.
Do you like cranberry?
I do. I'll admit, when I was younger, I didn't so much, but now I've come to appreciate it.
Okay, I'm not that big on it, but I will have like one slice on my.
I'll only
my
have
plate.
one slice.
Yeah. No, my brother will have the entire can. What? Yeah, no, he loves cranberry.
No,
Yeah.
that's too much for me.
Yeah. We literally only have cranberry because of him.
I wonder where did the whole adding cranberry come from?
It's definitely a British thing. The stuffing is definitely a British thing. The cranberry is definitely a British thing.
And then with the stuffing, you can do like how I said. You can do with oats. You can do with cornbread.
I love that. And can you tell me one more time what you put in your salad?
And salad, it contains potatoes, apple, raisins. Okay, I'll put it here.
Celery.
Okay.
Sweet pepper. Onion. I like cabbage.
Really?
You put cabbage in it?
I like cabbage in it.
I don't know.
I am not no. I don't know. I don't know what to say
She
about
also
that
cooks
one.
at home, you know. Whenever I don't want
So
to
when
cook,
you
she
don't
cooks
cook,
and-
she cooks.
Yeah, she did the rice.
Okay. See?
Because normally I do my turkey, like how I said, with the yams and then with rice and beans.
Yeah. And so what goes into your gravy, chef?
This one here contains the giblets from the turkey, but I removed it right now for the show, and I thicken it with some brown roux. The brown roux is actually the flour with butter.
Okay.
To brown it.
So how do you start first with the gravy? What do you do first?
I saute the onion,
and
then sweet pepper and garlic. Then afterwards, then I add the neck and the giblets from what he had from the turkey. Then I add the broth. Usually the broth would be
it smells so good.
the broth.
No one could ever say this turkey looked dry.
Nope.
It's always moist.
It looks really delicious. And of course, you add lots of gravy. Oh, okay. You plate with fruit as well.
Yeah, I mean, well, depends. I mean, how you.
Why not?
And I forget he is a star chef, you know. So of course the presentation for their plate is going to look fantastic.
So is this how your Christmas plate looks on Christmas Day in your household?
Yes, ma'am.
We already started Christmas since Thanksgiving because we have been having orders of doing turkey and so I'm gonna be changing the menu for Christmas Day for us. I was telling her, okay, what should we cook? I mean, we don't want no ham, we don't want no turkey. So we're gonna be doing, I want to do some turkey lasagna.
Oh!
With
you have to come back next year to do that.
Yes, like what you can do with your turkey and ham after Christmas.
Well, that is something that we will be sharing with our viewers. So definitely look out for that very soon.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, let me show our viewers this beautiful plate.
Oh, one thing
Look
you forgot.
at that.
Pineapple.
What did we
Pineapple
forget?
on your.
The pineapple.
The pineapple.
The pineapple on the ham. Look. Beautiful presentation. Look at that, guys. I mean, my plate definitely not look like that, Sabrina, but at the end of the day, this is a Star Chef's plate.
Yes,
right?
exactly. I love the presentation. I agree, mine won't look like that, but also, I mean, it'll look very much different when I'm done with it.
Oh, definitely, indeed. But I also wanted to zoom into this lovely ham and turkey that was seasoned by my Belizean blends, but also this beautiful wine, sangria, that we have in our hands that is also from Belizean blends. So let's talk a little bit about the wine.
Yeah, that's made from sorrel.
Sorrel wine.
Sorrel. We do sorrel wine first, and then we mix it with orange juice and lime to make the sangria itself.
Okay.
Wow.
Have you tried
Ice chilled
yours
is
yet? I
very
haven't.
good. Ice chilled is always good, and then if you want to add your fruits, you add your fruits.
Okay, so we're gonna taste the wine a little bit. Cheers. Cheers to Belizean blends.
Cheers. Thank you, guys.
We also do Baileys with organic coffee and organic chocolate. from
The
Belize.
sorrel is not lost
Yes.
in this
You can
at
taste it.
all.
It's real
It's
fermented.
beautiful. And I'm assuming it's also not as sugary and so
No,
forth,
it doesn't
because I
contain
know
sugar.
Belizean blends does the
Doesn't contain
nutritional
sugar.
value. Oh, it
Oh,
doesn't
so you
have
you
sugar.
could drink it without the guilt.
Yeah,
I
without the
can't
guilt.
drink it without the
Correct. I cannot say 0 calories though.
We'll take
That's fine. One way or the other. We're
You don't win them all.
Exactly.
Oh, guys, I want to say a huge thank you for coming all the way from Orange Walk to really
Yes.
show us how you
You're
prepare
welcome.
your Christmas meal. I think it's important for us to highlight once more how we can get the seasonings that were used, because they're not only healthy for you, but they taste great too.
Yeah.
We were able to tap in a little bit on
I
some of them.
personally, I don't want to go away yet because I really want to try this.
Of course,
All right.
but I want
So-
I want Minor to share with us where we can purchase your seasoning.
Well, we are stationed in Orange Walk, and then I do shipping countrywide. If
Okay.
you are in States, I usually send it to via post mail. Sorry, we have been sending a lot of products via post mail. DHL and FedEx, unless if you have an account there, I don't have a problem to send it to you. We have our website, www.belizeorganicspices.com, and then if you locally, will be the 624-0500. The catalog is there, 45 products. And if you have any questions, you also can WhatsApp me. And if you buy the products and then you don't know what else to cook with it, I will send you a recipe of how to use the products.
Oh, that is lovely.
All of that?
I like
Yes.
that. I like that.
Full
I
service.
appreciate
Yes,
that. I
yes.
appreciate that. But Sabrina, we gotta dine.
Yes.
We gotta dine. I don't think I want to cut into this beautiful plate because look at how wonderful it looks. But I will try this ham.
Of course I will too.
Alrighty. Let's dive into this.
You want to cut it more smaller?
Yes.
Yes. I'm gonna wait for my co-host.
I like the edge. You could actually cut a piece of that. I like the
edge
crisp.
too. Me too. I love the crisp as well. It's wonderful.
You can get a crisp.
We can get a crisp. Okay.
You can get a crisp.
I'll do that. Oh, look at how beautiful that is.
And remember, you can get your ham at Sandra's Meat Shop in Ladyville. And also the turkey is from Quality Poultry.
Oh,
Okay.
yes.
They have different sizes. If you're a small family, they do have the smaller sizes too. A small family of 4, they can usually get the 7-pound or 5-pound. They usually have.
All right. Well, cheers, girl. Okay.
Moment of silence for what that was.
Thank you, Sandra's Meat Shop. Thank you, Belizean Blends. That was beautiful. Wow. I don't have words. I'm speechless. Wow.
That was amazing.
Wow.
A little
Oh my gosh.
touch of the
That
honey.
was so
Oh
good.
my gosh. Turkey necks.
All right.
We're gonna wait for chef because
I'll cut it for you.
yeah, we can't carve. We've been down this road before. Okay.
Slice is okay?
Yes, that's
Yes.
good. That's perfect.
Myself cannot carve.
Yeah, no, I can't. I try and it doesn't come out. Like you see how beautifully neat his slices turn out? No, not at all. All right.
I will put some little bit of the gravy. So
Okay.
you can taste with the gravy.
Oh, guys, I can only say I'm sorry that our viewers are not in studio with us.
Yeah, more. You can get more.
Okay. Cheers.
Cheers. That gravy is so good.
It's great. That's from the Belizean consomme.
I need to get my own.
Yeah.
That's
This is
really
amazing,
good.
amazing, amazing.
Guys,
Wow.
wow. I think I need to eat this plate now. So I do want to say a big thank you once again to Chef Miner and
You're
Miss
welcome.
Sandra for coming in and sharing and showing our viewers how to season their turkey and their ham and how to properly plate a lovely Christmas dinner plate.
Is it too late to purchase any of the Sorrow wine, the sangria?
No, I do have available.
Okay,
And we can also purchase on the website.
On the
and all-
website,
and-
yes.
Okay,
But
perfect.
remember, on weekends like Saturdays and Sundays, I mean, unless if you pick it up in Orange Rock, because there's no way how I can send
Right,
it.
right.
I
So
usually
during the
use
week.
BPMS or Easy.
Or
Way to
Tropic
PG.
Air if we're
Or
in the
Tropic
Keys.
Air if you're in the
All
Keys.
right. Well,
right.
thank you guys so much.
Yes,
for
thank
this.
you. Thank you so much
You're
for
welcome.
stopping by and showing us how to prepare your Christmas meal.
Yes.
But when we come back, April.
Yeah, so Sabrina, we've already done the meal. So we got to do dessert next. So when we come back after the break, we're going to see what kind of Christmas desserts we have in store for you. We'll be right back.
Benny's takes this opportunity to thank you, our valued customers. With your continued support, we have been able to grow and expand over the past year. In the upcoming year, we will continue to provide you with quality products, improved customer service, and exciting new promotions and partnerships. From all of us here at Benny's, we thank you and wish you all a Merry Christmas and a safe and happy New Year.
Season's greetings
to our cherished
Channel 5 family.
As the festive lights twinkle
And we gather around the mistletoe,
we reflect on a year of storytelling
that has both challenged and inspired us.
We've launched groundbreaking series
that captivated viewers across the country
and beyond.
We've won prestigious awards
For journalistic
and production excellence. We expanded
our community outreach,
touching lives
beyond the screen.
Your loyalty
fuels our passion
for innovation
and drives us to new heights.
Thank you for making our achievements possible as we look forward to creating more memorable moments with you in the coming year.
What is that sound?
It's the enchanting melody of smart sleigh bells announcing the arrival of Saturday sales. Imagine this. Every Saturday in December, the magic unfolds at smart showrooms countrywide from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Here's the scoop. The first 20 customers get even bigger discounts like phones for as low as $50. Selected postpaid plans get a Samsung device for as low as $99. Plus 50% off for 3 months. Make the switch and unwrap a free SIM bundle with SMS, minutes, and data. And if that's not sweet enough, every credit recharge of $50 and up automatically gets tripled up. That's triple the joy. Other promotions also available every Saturday. Don't miss out on the festive fun. Be a part of the celebration every Saturday leading up to Christmas. Smart, bringing people together.
What does family mean to you? Form a strong bond with your family. Always remember, they may not be in the same place. Make the time you spend together fun and memorable. Ignore the petty differences. Love them while you still can. Life can be short. You can be the glue that keeps them together.
You did a great job, congratulations.
Family. Meaningful always.
Taking its name from the venerable father of the nation, the George Price Highway stretches 77 miles from Belize City to Benqueviejo. Originally built in the 1930s, this cross-country highway system is the artery that links Belize to Central America at the western border with Guatemala. That connection facilitates overland trade, supporting Belize's economic development. Winding its way across the scenic countryside, the George Price Highway from Roaring Creek to Esperanza has been fully reconstructed to meet international standards, with particular emphasis on road safety. A shorter and hassle-free commute is best enjoyed when everyone obeys the traffic laws. To reduce the number and frequency of road traffic accidents, it means that a seatbelt must be worn at all times and the speed limit observed when traveling along the highway. It also means that pedestrians must use sidewalks and crosswalks where available. Buses should only board and discharge passengers at a designated bus stop. Road safety is everyone's responsibility. It begins with you.
What did you mean earlier about climate change, Mom?
Well, when I was your age, I remember beautiful coral reefs and healthy beaches. The summers weren't as hot as they are right now, and the rainy season meant that it only rained when it was supposed to.
And then what happened?
The weather just started to change, and storms got worse. Coral reefs started to die because the ocean was getting too warm, and crops started to die because there was not much rain. You know, we realized as adults that we were doing something that was causing this.
What were you all doing?
Same thing we're doing now. Not using clean, renewable energy, chopping down too many trees, and even polluting the air with gases, such as the gases emitted from our cars when we drive around.
We need some help before it's too late, Mom. We can't let it get worse.
What can I do?
We can raise our voices.
With 35 million dreams, aspirations, and futures at risk in CARIFORUM, we need your voice in our story against climate change. Acknowledge, commit, act. This message is brought to you by the Caribbean Community Climate Change Center under the Intra-ACP Global Climate Change Alliance Plus program and is funded by the European Union.
Are you looking for low-cost television advertising? Have we got a deal for you? Advertise on Channel 5's Daily Classifieds. Channel 5's Daily Classifieds is one of the most effective methods for introducing yourself and your business to the community. Use our Daily Classifieds to recruit employees, promote specials, promote your products or services, promote a business opportunity, increase traffic to your website, and advertise items you have for sale. Let us help you to save valuable time and money. Call us today at 280-0013 or visit us at our offices on Coney Drive to discuss how we can help your business grow affordably. Channel 5's Daily Classifieds. Advertise today.
And we are back. We just finished doing Christmas dinner. Now it's time for Christmas dessert.
Yes, we are
Sabrina.
baking this morning.
I'm so excited.
Oh my gosh. I know that we wanted to share with the viewers our take on our Christmas desserts. And I went experimenting this year. I won't lie. What I made or what I'm going to make, I've never done before.
Oh, really? Honestly, this is something that I do every year.
Yes.
Yeah, this is definitely a traditional pastry that I make. Gradually, I've been doing it for quite some time, along with others, of course. But last year, Gavin and I also kind of had like a bake-off situation, and so I was really, really excited.
You guys did black cake, right?
We did black cake, and I did. So he did a black fruit cake, and I did a white fruit cake.
Okay, gotcha.
And so, but we were talking about it in the sense of differences in tradition, right? Because how I make white fruit cake, I have the chunks of fruits inside and so forth. And then he blended the fruits. And so he did it very Jamaican style almost. And so it was very nice to see the differences in baking. And I guess we're about to do that again today.
Yes,
I'm
we
excited.
are. So as I mentioned, I can't say that tradition will be in mine because it's the first time. And I had to consult my trusted aunt again.
She's fun. Was she the same person that was in the conversation with us?
Yes,
We were talking.
yes.
I like her.
She was on the phone while I was trying to decide what to bake, and she was giving her tips already. But we decided on a Belizean rum cake because we wanted to do something that we've never done before. I know around Christmas time, we always look forward to the white fruit cake or the regular white cake and your black fruit cake. I personally go for the black fruit cake.
I know that's your
time.
go-to. That's your go-to.
But I wanted to switch it up this year, and we'll see. Maybe it might be the start of a new tradition.
And I normally do a rum cake as well, but I decided this year to go with the traditional. Well, maybe not so traditional white pound cake. You know, everybody has that in their household, and people don't necessarily like the fruits. And so this particular cake, I know everybody can eat it and everybody can enjoy it.
Alrighty.
But let's begin. So my ingredients, I see you have an assortment over there.
Yes.
My ingredients are very, very simple. All you need is sugar, flour, egg, butter, vanilla, and cream cheese.
All right.
Yes.
Well, I went to trusty Google for this one, so I can't say all you need is this, this, and this, because you'll see me going back to my tablet and saying, okay, yes, we did put that in. So just trust the process.
I'm trusting your process because listen, that's how you start, right? We all go to Mother Google for some recipes every now and again. But this particular cake, I've been making it for many, many years.
Yes.
I know that persons might not necessarily be into the cream cheese, but I guarantee you it adds a lot of texture and a lot of flavor.
All right.
Okay, so where do we begin for you?
Okay, so we begin with, we start with the cake, and it includes a box of yellow cake mix.
Okay.
In this instance, I won't lie, I didn't bring an extra one.
But
so we're gonna pretend it's in there.
I go completely
so it's the yellow one we go with, though. It's the yellow cake.
Well, I'm starting with flour. So I have flour here, and then I have sugar and butter and cream cheese. So The reason I use cream cheese is because it adds a little bit of that tangy flavor, and it also adds texture. So the first thing I'm going to do is add 1.5 cups butter and a pack of cream cheese.
Alrighty. So in my case, we're going to go with the mix, but I'll just use flour for the sake of TV.
Yeah.
Just to show that.
How much do you
we
add?
need water too.
Oh, okay.
There we
so
go.
how much do you normally have to add? What does the recipe book say?
Well, it doesn't say how much is in it. It says it was 15 ounces.
Okay.
But 15 ounces amounts to how much in cup?
Math. Somebody, let's do that for us, because we're not doing that today.
Let's just put a cup in. You know, this reminds me of those baking TV shows. Do you watch those?
I do. I do. Right now, I am watching the Christmas baking shows. The ones that is on the food channel, and I really I really love watching the Christmas. Yeah, sure. The Christmas cookie bake off. I really like to watch.
I like watching this show on Netflix called Nailed It.
Oh, I like that.
Oh my gosh!
I can see why you would like that.
Yeah, it's like amateurs trying to, and this feels just like that, having their recipe on the side, trying to follow it in a short amount of time.
But
that's funny.
I like that. That's funny, and I like Nailed It because at the end of the show,
none of them
really
like
nail it. It's really great.
Like, nailed it.
It's great. It's fantastic. I really like it. So I'm going to whip my butter or cream my butter and my cream cheese first before adding my sugar. And this is just to get that little fluffiness for the cake. Yeah. So I normally add these things first. Sabrina.
So I'm afraid that they will be able to tell that I don't do these stuff in the kitchen, but I'm just following instructions.
Well,
in this case, I will say,
and I think you know how to follow our recipe.
Yeah, so I will say in this case, last night I did not use butter for mine. I actually used coconut oil.
Okay.
Because that was what this box recommended.
Required.
Yeah.
Okay.
The ingredient on the recipe here, actually, they said that it should have been the box with the butter, but I could not find that, so I tried to improvise.
Okay.
But
great.
Just for the case of this one, we're gonna use the butter.
All right. So
and then 3 eggs.
Okay. So as we have been talking, Sabrina, about different Christmas treats and so forth, I know you said you like a black cake, but what other Christmas treats are you into?
Girl, I like so I really like black cake. I will say I love my Christmas cookies.
Okay.
Whenever I would go and visit my best friend in Cayo, they would always have their Christmas cookies going on. So I look forward to that, but I'm mostly
the traditional.
I'm the black cake girl.
I really like a good white cake or a good rum cake. So I'm looking forward to your cake.
Well, if it does not taste
no,
please still smile and say, "Oh my God."
I believe that it will taste really, really great.
Okay.
So after you cream your butter and your sugar,
yes, I need my water.
I know that you need your water there, Sabrina. But as you cream your butter and your flour, I think I'm going to start to add my sugar into my mix. And so for the audience, this is just for TV, but your cream cheese and your butter mixture would be better if your cream cheese and your butter is softened. So you need it to be softer than this, definitely not coming straight out of the fridge, so that it blends better, right? And then you also want to use a mixer, because a mixer is your best friend in this situation.
A mixer was also involved in mine, but we're just doing the TV version.
Kitchen. So after you cream your butter and your cream cheese to a perfect fluffy mix, you want to add your 3 cups of sugar.
So who you had to fight to get your sugar?
Girl, my mommy rationed.
No, I want to say though a huge thank you to Sancast for providing the ingredients for our dessert this morning. I didn't have to fight anyone. They provided it to us. So big thank you to them.
So yes, indeed. And of course, if you do still need anything for your holiday cakes or your treats and so forth, head on down to Sandcast. They have everything. This is not really the butter that I normally use for baking. I normally use the one in the blue tin.
Okay.
That butter, it's just for some reason it tastes better. I don't know why. I think maybe it's a psychological thing. Maybe. But I like that for baking instead. But yes, so you want to get your sugar and your butter and your cream cheese into like this fluffy, wonderful mixture that is going to give that sweet flavor. How's it going over there, Sabrina?
Well, it's going without a mixer, so
yeah,
it's looking quite.
I'll tell you, that's how I learned how to make a cake.
Really?
So my aunt, the one that taught
manual
me
labor.
Manual labor. Okay, I creamed butter and sugar for hours. I'm pretty sure it was a punishment of some sort. But
now, what I really loved about my cake is that you get to enjoy eating it, but it's also like a little drinking experience.
Oh, well,
too.
you can't, I could never. I tell my mom I buy the red wine for the glaze and then the other red wine for me.
Well, I have my red wine on the side still, but I'm also adding in some rum in my batter now.
Yes, indeed. And of course, you need that for make yours taste as wonderfully as it looks, Sabrina. So this is your first time baking Belizean rum cake, but I'm sure you've baked other cakes before.
I mean, I've made Johnny cake.
I mean, we thought about that, didn't we? We thought about doing.
I should have did Johnny
cake. We thought
cake.
about doing something because, like, I would do a lovely ham sandwich after my meal, after Christmas, just because it's I guess that's what people do, right?
So this isn't my ministry that I work in, guys. Okay.
But it looks great, and that's you without a mixer. I'm here, like, I don't know, because I don't have any wet ingredients for this cake. Because it doesn't require.
So I can't even copy you to right now. I'm just like, trust the process.
I'm trusting the process here, but yours actually looks like a mixture.
So for my rum cake, it calls for half cup of Belizean rum. This morning we are going with Jamaica white rum. And of course, this was courtesy of Santiago Castillo. So I will be borrowing your measuring cup.
Half of that, because that's the 1 cup.
No, I know.
Okay, I mean, you could put the 1 cup if you want.
No, girl. we got rest of the work to do.
Rest of the work to do. Wonderful. So for my cake, and I'm almost pretty much done here. But for what we need now, after we've already creamed our sugar, our butter, our cream cheese in here, you want to add 6 eggs. So the eggs is what will definitely give it that bounce, that flavor. And so I'm gonna go ahead and do my eggs. How many eggs do you require?
3.
Okay, not too bad.
Yeah.
I am not the best egg cracker.
I know you put a lot of trust in that just now.
This is where I know that I falter as a person that bakes, because I'm not really good at cracking eggs. I saw when Gavin was here, I just saw him do like the one, and I'm like, how?
How did he do that?
He just went.
I did that just now too.
Oh, I can't do that.
Wait.
I don't know how you guys do that.
Well, I just like on the side, and I used 2 hands.
Yeah, no.
He used 1 hand?
He used 1 hand.
Okay, no.
I was like, boy, that's a skill. That's how I know Gavin bakes. That's how I know. And of course, you want to do it gradually, right? So I just added 3 so that I can mix in here. And you want to do that 1 at a time. And guys, like I promise you, it looks better when there's a mixer involved.
Yes. Yes. That's the same thing I'm thinking here. I'm like,
I promise you.
I don't know that I want to put this
in the pan.
In the pan.
Oh, wow. We're gonna
do.
trust the process. We're gonna trust the process. But yeah, yours is, it's turning out. It shouldn't be lumpy like this. It definitely should have a lot more of a smooth texture. Your cream cheese should be fully whipped along with your butter and your sugar.
Do you taste your
all the time?
Okay, just
all
making sure.
Was it coming out? No?
Yes.
Yes, it's coming out great. Oh man. We said this is it, right?
I'm like, it tastes great.
Are you not a rum gal?
No, not really, if I could be completely honest. But I think it's because I didn't use the
box mix.
I'm just trying to give a visual experience here, guys. Remember, this isn't exactly the recipe.
Well, it is the recipe.
And just what I'm putting in isn't exactly it.
We're improvising, people. We're improvising. But at the end of the day, it is TV Kitchen. We're just showing you how we make it. I really need to say thank you so much to Sandcast for providing these ingredients, because honestly, I might just go home and make this again. I'll stick it in the oven and see how it turns out.
So, one of the great things about the rum cake is that you're able to have several different textures going on. And one of them is the pecans, which we call the crumble topping. In this case, excuse me, I don't have any more pecans because I used all of it for my cake.
Your actual cake?
Yeah, for my actual cake. But what I would tell you is there's a mixture of half bar of butter, half cup of brown sugar, and the pecans, and then you would just create a type of consistency, and that goes at the bottom.
So after I've already creamed everything and so forth, it definitely would have a more lighter consistency because of the eggs. The eggs will give it that. It should not be chunky at all. And then what I normally do is...
Oh, yours look good. Can I try it?
Oh, it definitely will not taste the way it should. Let me add the vanilla first and then...
Okay.
All right? Oh, you're like my sisters. When my sister would come home for the holidays, she would be my tester. She would be the person that tests to see how well the cake goes.
Do you...
I trust.
I don't know if you have this memory as a child where you would watch your mom or your grandma making a cake and you want to...
My mom doesn't bake.
Oh.
Nope.
But didn't you like ask for the container when they're done with it?
They ask for the container when I'm done with it.
So even as a child, who was baking?
My aunt.
Oh,
that's different. Terrible. That's different. Sorry.
That is different.
They would come and they would be like, "Oh, it smells great," and then they would ask me if they could lick the spoon. Yeah.
Oh man, that's still good though.
No, I really prefer being the person behind the thing. Yes, you can go ahead, Sabrina, because I see you looking. Just tell me. It's really not like. It's not.
You try mine and you tell me.
I'm scared.
Try it.
Okay. It's for the TV. Okay. Okay.
You tried yours now and you... Okay.
Okay.
Exactly. Okay. All right. We know exactly what we're saying
because
now.
I have the ingredients. That's why. If yours had the box cake, it would have been...
Yes.
Right? And so this is what I do. So what I normally do is I start with my liquidy flavors here. So here, my liquidy ingredients, sorry. So now I have like this batter consistency here, which is definitely not what it should look like.
Yeah, it should be a little bit more mixed and
smooth. There should not be any lumps. And of course, the lumps come from the cream cheese and so forth.
Mine is the butter.
But nevertheless, and I think my my cake is now ready to put in the flour. So it's the same thing. 3 cups of flour, sorry. Just like we had 3 cups of sugar. And once I am done, you pour the batter in the floured bundt cake pan. So I use the bundt cake pan, and I put it in the oven for an hour. And after an hour, pops up the beautiful cake. And of course, like I said, this is TV Kitchen, so what I would normally do with the mixer, I would gradually add the flour. I wouldn't just put it in like this, the way I'm doing right now. And then of course you put the batter in the bundt pan after I'm done here.
So because I don't have my pecans, I'll wait until you are finished, and then I'll go to the last step, which would have been pouring my batter into the bundt container.
Yeah.
And then from there, we'll just speak about the last steps.
Okay, so this is really my last step here. I don't have any more steps. And so from the batter on, I kind of just put it in the the cake.
In the oven.
In the oven. And once I've put my cake in the oven, out pops up my white cake. So this is my traditional white pound cake that I make at home, and I just sprinkled a little bit of powdered sugar on top for presentation.
So mine is certainly not traditional here. This was my first time making.
It looks great.
I want to try it because I'll tell you, I did this and I didn't taste it last night.
You didn't?
I did not. So I am certainly looking forward to trying it. I hope that it looks as good as that it tastes as good as. Actually, on camera, it
looks
could
great.
Look better.
No, it looks great, Sabrina. It does. But like I said, these are some of the cakes that we do make traditionally for Christmas. Though my mom would sometimes like to ask me for a white cake whenever.
So we're gonna get a knife here to cut our cake.
All right, let's go with you then, since you haven't tried yours as yet. Let's dive into that. Beautiful.
So I'll cut a slice for you.
Thank you. Alrighty.
Just go in there, I guess.
Yeah, just put it there. And then I'll cut a slice for myself and a slice for you too. So I did try my cake. I did make sure that I tasted it before, because I am a perfectionist when it comes to these things, and I don't like to I'll put it beside yours.
Just lean it there.
I'll lean it there. All right. And yeah, we'll get to see how it turned out.
All right.
Okay, so here's your piece.
So how do we want to do this?
I'm going to try yours first, and then you try mine, and then you tell me.
Perfect.
All right.
All right.
Ready? Go.
Ooh.
What is it?
No, I'm watching you. How's mine?
It's good. Okay. I need you to tell me.
Good. I'm nervous about mine.
No, it's good. It's really, really delicious. It's very fluffy. Okay. I like it.
Out of 10?
10 out of 10. Yeah, it's
This
really
is a
good.
10 out of 10.
Thank
all right,
you.
all right, let me try mine because I actually have not tried mine.
And of course, thank you to our viewers.
So guys, I know my mixture didn't look all that, but this is the end result when you follow the recipe. I got my recipe from Belizean News Post.
Okay, nice.
All right.
Okay, Sabrina, go there.
Go about trying yours.
I know how mine tastes. I taste it all the time.
Look, you can see the moisture from the rum in mine.
Beautiful, fluffy, wonderful texture. Are you happy? Okay, see, there you go. You can bake, you just had to pretend.
I just didn't have my ingredients, and then I didn't have a mixer.
But this is what we make this morning. This is what we make at home. Tell us your traditional pastries. Head on over to Open Your Eyes BZ. Talk to us about what you make for Christmas every single year. We're gonna take the break, and when we come back, it's more of Christmas special here at OIE. Stay with us.
Where you going, bruh? The who they stress you out again, Namule?
Boy, I don't believe I the fool again.
Again?
But I mess up this time for real, for real. You really want to know?
Yes. I want, yeah.
Can't make it a big deal.
We know
Sean,
what that.
I know how you going now.
Oh, man.
You really want to know?
Yeah?
Take my plan and I give her. I take my plan and put it in a she name.
In a she name?
Wait, so tell me something. You still pay for this plan?
Yeah. But hear this.
This plan, I can't left this plan. Smart Belize. This plan, I can't left this plan, yeah. This plan, I can't left this plan. Postpaid plan. This plan, I can't left this plan. With Smart Belize, get unlimited data. Smart Choice plan can light up your day. Postpaid with eSIM, make everything better. Just visit Smart Showrooms today. can't let this plan. I can't let this plan. Can't let this plan. I can't let this plan. Affordable for everyone. I can't let this plan. The postpaid plan, cause the data really strong.
You know why? Listen, hey, for the best post and prepaid. You know that smart got you back.
My bad. Ram commercial. She could left me for another man. The truth, once I have my plan, once I have my Smart Plus plan, I no worry cause the data strong. I know when you bleed, that's all I need. And you could tell me where you are, but I know I left this plan. Smart have the best services. We post your plan have everything, so you could talk and text unlimited. Come set up your group. We got share plan 1 and 2. Up to 10 friends can connect anywhere. Boom! I can't let this plan. I can't let this plan. The postpaid plan, cause the data really strong. Don't dig it down, 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 don't dig it. Smart, bringing people together.
Let's take a journey through the core functions of the Social Security Board. It all starts with registering as an insured person, employer, or self-employed individual. Sign up for a portal account to manage your Social Security information online. Just provide accurate information and click Create. This will give you access to a range of services and benefits. Next, your contribution, along with investments and other income, are collected and distributed into 3 funds. This ensures that the SSB fund is securely utilized to support various benefit programs. The SSB is committed to providing essential benefits such as sickness, maternity, injury, and pension. These benefits are paid out to eligible individuals as a part of the Social Security coverage. We help you navigate through life's challenges with financial security. Annual surplus accumulates to grow the fund each year. This surplus is invested into various industries, contributing to the growth and development of our nation. With each passing year, the fund continues to grow due to the annual surplus and interest revenue earned from prudent investments. This surplus, along with reserves, helps to bolster the SSB fund and provide a safety net for those in need. We've arrived at the end of our journey to better understanding how the SSB works. We remain committed to serving you and building a secure future for all Belizeans.
Belize's location is responsible for the amazing biodiversity that we find here, including quite a few endemic species that are found nowhere else in the world.
In fact, 60% of our country still remains forested. It's part of our history, it's part of our heritage, it's part of our culture.
Business has to be a long-term thing, and it has to feed into the environment. Do we truly believe that without a strong country, you can never have a strong company?
This is going to be a good night for croc catchers.
with woman child. And the sorrel wine.
All right, welcome back. I am so proud of my cake, April. We already really dug into what we did here.
We dug into the cakes. We shared it with some of our crew, and they all gave us an A+. So I think we did pretty A-okay.
I think we did so too. We got our credit. I want to say a huge thank you to Santiago Castillo. And also all the other persons that were involved. We will be listing them a little bit later. But I want to give a special thank you to my auntie and my cousins that were actively involved in baking this cake with me last night. I had a lot on my plate. So they were guiding me, and I was just like, guys, I think it's supposed to have that. And that's why we brought an empty cake mix.
But it tastes
good.
I'm very happy. This is where we kind of see the togetherness of family, right?
Yes.
Because whereas Sabrina and her cousins and her auntie assisted her, dear Mia, my mom knows. She's like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna just wash your dishes.
Yes.
I want to clean up and make sure that the kitchen is perfectly ready for you to start. And that's exactly what she did. And honestly, for me, somebody that needs to be able to have a clear space, I need my kitchen to be clean.
You need to be alone, I
need to be alone. My kitchen is clean, and then I wash as I go, so I make sure that everything's taken.
I do that too. But I want to share a joke before we even get into the second part of what we are going to be speaking about. So during that segment that we just had making our cake, as I mentioned, my family, they were actively involved with me making this cake last night. We were up very late. And my cousin was saying, add the sugar, Sabi, and like 10 other messages saying, sugar, 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 sugar. Like, get it together, add the sugar.
Oh man,
so you know.
That's how you know they're actively involved. But I tell you, it turned out fantastic.
Yes,
you should be proud of yourself. I think next year you will not forget to add
I will
the sugar.
not forget.
Because it's now definitely planted in your brain. But apart from baking, apart from the Christmas dinner, apart from all of these things, Sabrina, what are your traditions at home? What do you start with?
All right. So I'll say the first thing that I think my family begins with is the cleaning.
Oh, yes.
Oh my God.
Can't forget the cleaning.
It's like they find dirt anywhere, everywhere around Christmas time.
I think the dirt magically appears during Christmas
magically
time.
appears.
Yeah, because I don't think it existed prior to
And
December.
it's not a one-day cleaning process either, especially in my family. Oh my gosh, it takes almost a week. I just had my aunt come from the States, the one that will be cooking, and we did Christmas cleaning before to help her, and she comes and says, oh my gosh, Sabi, this house so dirty. I need to clean. I need to do my Christmas cleaning. So I don't know if that's just a thing. You need to physically get in there and clean, but that's what we have to do.
I mean, viewers, please tell us what your Christmas traditions are at home. Get into the conversation with us. I have to agree with you, Sabrina. We definitely do the cleaning. I remember having this conversation with Isani. He was like, I do my decor activities, painting and so forth. And I said, I wonder, because that's something that we do as well. You know, just clean the house, you paint the house, you take out the male. I saw the old-fashioned Christmas Culture Tuesday, and that's definitely something that we do. My mom was telling me that back in the day, she and my grandma used to go and pick out the male for layout on Christmas. And I remember last year I was having a conversation with some folks from Belize City that say the male have to be done before the 24th. And before the 24th. And so they make sure that they do all the cleaning, clearing out the dust from the wood, everything else, making sure that it's squeaky clean. They lay down, they make sure that it's dry and so forth. Put up all the furniture to make sure that the wood is dry, and then make sure that the male is properly laid out before the 24th.
I think I don't know, because my male days, I remember us doing or laying it out on the 24th.
Interesting.
Because you want to have it spunky new, fresh for Christmas morning.
Yeah.
You know, you don't want to be stale one day stale. So I remember this was laboring until the clock strikes 12.
I find that really interesting, and I think about the cleaning aspect as well, because we also, so right after the Christmas, you do another bit of cleaning before New Year's.
Yes.
I don't know, we the house get dirty all over again for our Christmas.
Because of the people that come over.
Yeah, and then, but for my home, my family, they're like, you want to bring in the new year with a nice clean home and make sure that your year is fresh as well.
My question is, do you go about baking and doing this for Christmas and New Year, or only Christmas?
Christmas and New Year. So I do the traditional turkey and ham and so forth for Christmas Day. And then for New Year's, I would maybe do a roast.
Okay.
Depending on whatever catch my pa bring for the day. If that was lamb, if that
you make it seem like your dad to go the hunting.
Oh, he wishes, but
exactly. He's like, my dad comes back with a
catch. He does come back with a catch. He brings a leg or something. I'm pretty sure there's a leg in the freezer already.
I'm sure. And he labored to get that out, right?
I'm sure, but there'll be a lamb but definitely not Christmas meal. You know, it's no longer we're out with the Christmas meal and new.
I can't lie, we can't get enough of it in my house.
You did say it's not without the rice and beans.
It's not our Belizean Christmas meal without the rice and beans. I feel like though we normally have our turkey for Christmas time, and then we maybe go with a baked chicken on New Year's, but you still have to have a ham. It's not a Christmas meal without the real ham.
I remember when I was studying and I celebrated Christmas and New Year's abroad, and we did a pheasant for Christmas. Yeah, like a hoop pheasant. It's a real bird. So the pheasant is a real bird, and we did a pheasant for Christmas along with like a roast beef, a roast beef and a pheasant. And then for New Year's,
how did it taste?
Really good. It was really, really good. It was delicious. I'm not gonna complain. It's smaller than I expected, but it was good. And then for New Year's, there was duck.
Oh, my aunt loves duck too.
But it takes I've had duck before. To make. It takes so long to make. It's too long. It's too long for
I've had that before.
But I really enjoyed getting to know other people's traditions and what they do. I have some friends that they do fish.
Oh.
Yeah, it's so definitely not the traditional Western American traditional Thanksgiving Christmas meal doesn't really exist in other parts of the world, and I think that's really cool to talk about.
You know, I'm also thinking, because when we're thinking Christmas for kids, this is an even more magical time for them. Did you grow up feeling like Santa Claus was real?
Yes.
Really?
Yes, I definitely. My parents never spoiled the magic. I really appreciate that from them, because I think that that's part of what makes the season so great. The kids being invested in the magic of Christmas. I think what has made it a little bit difficult is the fact that you want to get all these high-tech toys and so forth, and Santa Claus doesn't do that, guys. He's a wood shop maker. Like he's not in there creating tech, right? But I did grow up believing in Santa Claus, and then when I got older...
But for our kids that are watching, he's very real. He is real.
He is real. I think that you see him in the smiles of other people during this time of the year.
Yeah.
He's real in the sense of giving. He's real in the fact that you want to be kinder. You want to be more giving this time of the year, because that's how he started. Yeah, so I know we want to talk a little bit more about Santa Claus, and Sabrina has a lovely story to give us when it comes to the legend of Santa Claus.
What I love is that there are many legends. There are many views of who Santa Claus was in different parts of the world. So this one is one that we pulled online, and hopefully you'll be able to experience a bit of magic from this story. The legend of Santa Claus can be traced back hundreds of years to a monk named Saint Nicholas. It is believed that Nicholas was born around 280 AD in Patara, near Myra, in modern-day Turkey. Much admired for his piety and kindness, Saint Nicholas became the subject of many legends. It is said that he gave away all of his inherited wealth and traveled the countryside helping the poor and sick. One of the best known of Saint Nicholas' stories is that he saved 3 poor sisters from being sold into slavery by their father by providing them with a dowry so that they could be married. Over the course of many years, Nicholas's popularity spread, and he became known as the protector of children and sailors. His feast day is celebrated on the anniversary of his death, December 6th.
Yeah, yeah. So in those parts of the world, and I clearly remember this because this is just one of many legends of Santa Claus. There's so many people that call him Papa Noel, Sinterklaas. There are so many different versions of him. But yeah, so traditionally how we here celebrate it on Christmas the 25th, where he comes and he brings us presents. There's certain places that celebrate it earlier. Not in the sense of Christmas Day, but he comes around earlier. I remember they would put out, so in the Netherlands, they put out shoes outside of their windows or outside of their doors. And Sinterklaas will come on a boat from Spain. There's a whole thing behind it. On a boat from Spain, and he would come and he would fill the shoes with gifts. Or like small little trinkets and presents and so forth. But there's so many different legends of him.
Yes. So his feast day, as we said, was celebrated on the anniversary of his death, December 6th. This was traditionally considered a lucky day to make large purchases or to get married. By the Renaissance, Saint Nicholas was the most popular saint in Europe. Even after the protests and Reformation, when the veneration of saints began to be discouraged, Saint Nicholas maintained a positive reputation, especially in Holland.
I really like that. So I know we have this, and I like that there's so many different documentaries or cartoons or movies that surround him, because we always wonder why this is such a revered figure during this time of the year. But I don't think it's so much him, the person, as what he represents.
Yeah, the meaning.
Right, the meaning, which is of course giving to others.
St. Nicholas made his first inroads into American popular culture towards the end of the 18th century. In December 1773, and again in 1774, a New York newspaper reported that groups of Dutch families had gathered to honor the anniversary of his death. The name Santa Claus evolved from Nick's Dutch nickname Sinterklaas, a shortened form of Sint Nicholas, Dutch for Saint Nicholas. In 1804, John Pintard, a member of the New York Historical Society, distributed woodcuts of St. Nicholas at the Society's annual meeting. The background of the engraving contains now familiar Santa images, including stockings filled with toys and fruit hung over a fireplace. As his prominence grew, Sinterklaas was described as everything from a rascal with a blue three-cornered hat, red waistcoat, and yellow stockings, to a man wearing a broad-brimmed hat and a huge pair of Flemish trunk hose.
What it doesn't say, and this is something that I really wanted to ask anybody that knows the answer to this, but where did the Coca-Cola version of Santa Claus come from?
Marketing.
No, I really want to know, because I laugh at the way we portray Santa Claus here in America versus how Europe portrays Santa Claus. And it's definitely not this fat guy with the black belt and a waistcoat. He definitely looks more saint-like. He looks more like a bishop with the top hat and like the long robe and just beautiful. He looks beautiful, right? But for us, the Coca-Cola Santa Claus is the one that stuck, which I really want to know where we got that from, because I don't know.
The tradition of Santa Claus entering dwellings through the chimney may reach back to the tale of St. Nicholas tossing coins through a window, and in a later version of the tale, tossing coins down a chimney when he finds the window locked. In Dutch,
so you always wonder how he gets into the house if you don't have a chimney. There you go.
He comes through the window. In Dutch artist Jan Steen's painting, The Feast of St. Nicholas, adults and toddlers are glancing up at a chimney with amazement on their faces, while other children play with their toys. The hearth was held sacred in primitive beliefs as a source of beneficence, and popular belief had elves and fairies bringing gifts to the house through this portal. Santa's entrance into homes on Christmas Eve via the chimney was made part of American tradition through Moore's A Visit from St. Nicholas, where the author described him as an elf.
Yeah, nice. But I often think that when we're talking about elves and so forth, just because it's from that side of the world, there's so, like I said, this is just one of many legends.
How tall do you think Santa is?
If he's Dutch, he's tall.
Okay.
There is no such thing as a, well, yeah, there are some couple of short Dutch people, but for the most part, they're the tallest people in the world. So I don't think he's a short guy.
Well, someone thought he was an elf. Writing letters to Santa Claus has been a Christmas tradition for children for many years. These letters normally contain a wish list of toys and assertions of good behavior. Santa Claus's home traditionally includes a residence and a workshop where he creates, often with the aid of elves or other supernatural beings.
Did you watch the Disney film, the Santa Claus, when you were growing up, the one with Tim Allen? Where the guy fell off the roof and he became Santa. I think that's one of my favorite Santa Claus movies of all time.
One of my recent favorite Santa Claus movies is this one on Netflix. It's an animated movie called Klaus.
That's my favorite
Girl,
one.
that movie had me crying.
All the time. I can't watch it without crying.
Oh
but
my
that
God,
one
it's
is
amazing.
but what I was gonna say about that movie, it's that it's the closest one to this legend.
Yes.
That's what
him
I really
being a wood a toy maker.
Yeah, he the entire the conversions with the Sami people assisting and making the toys and then becoming quote unquote
Watch
elves.
that if you
Watch
have
it.
not.
It's such a great movie. But
All right.
guys, this is just one of the many versions of Santa Claus. And like I said, the guy in the red suit might not be the proper image of Christmas, but it is what he represents for Christmas, which is in the spirit of giving.
Yes.
And to me, that is the spirit of Christmas.
So I will finish the last part of it. So he worked with elves and other supernatural beings, the gifts he delivers to good children at Christmas. Some stories and legends include a village inhabited by his helpers surrounding his home and a shop, which is exactly what we spoke of moments ago. But April, this has been such an amazing morning. Of course, talking about our traditions and then looking at what people in other traditions thought Santa Claus to be.
As we wrap up, Sabrina, I have my final question for you, and I guess in just one sentence, I would like for you to share with us and with our viewers, and our viewers can share with us as well. What are you thankful for most this Christmas?
I am thankful for the same things many years, every year I'll say. I am extremely family oriented, so I'm thankful for my family so much. I have a close-knit family, but I also have people that became family as well. I'll even consider you one of them, you know? I have my best friend. She's considered a family to me. She's my sister, her mom, she's my extended mom. So I'm thankful for the people that mean something to me. And everything else follows after that. I'm thankful that I have life. And that is actually something that we went out and asked people yesterday for this week's Look on the Bright Side. What are you grateful for? And you'd be surprised some of the answers that they gave.
Looking forward to that.
For me, what I'm thankful for remains every year. My family, my friends that became family, my life, my health, and just the ability to be here and to share positive messages with you, our viewers, every day.
I love that, and I'm definitely in agreement with you, Sabrina. So tell us in the comment section below what you're thankful for this Christmas. It's been a year. It's been a very, very hard year. Trust us, we know. Even though we don't talk about it as often, we know we're there with you, and we're just so grateful that you can tune in with us every day and open your eyes with us here on Channel 5. Before we go though, we want to say a special thank you to all of our sponsors for making our Christmas special a very wonderful one. I was very happy today. We want to say a big thank you to Quality Poultry Products, Santiago Castillo Limited, Sandra's Meat Shop, and Fuzzed Bistro Organic Products for helping us with all of the turkey, the ham, the baking, and so forth.
Yes, but we have a birthday shout out.
We do have a birthday shout out. Sabrina, whose birthday is it?
We want to say a very special happy birthday to Jerome Reno from all your family and friends.
Happy birthday, Jerome. Oh, you're a December baby, and I hope that you get your birthday and your Christmas gift in a separate package.
Exactly.
I understand.
But also, I don't know, I don't think we have a photo for him, and I'm sure he wouldn't have wanted us to share it anyways. But we want to say a special happy birthday to our colleague, Darrell McGill.
Oh, happy
Today's
birthday, Darrell. Yes. He's not with us right now, but I know out there somewhere he is celebrating his special
And for all of you Christmas babies, we won't be able to see you on Monday, so happy birthday to you. I will say though, I want to give a special happy birthday in advance to my only baby sister. Aww. Her birthday will be on the 26th.
Oh, so she's Boxing Day.
She's Boxing Day. And of course, she has to fight to not get the same gift as well.
You know, it doesn't count because it is the day after Christmas, so you deserve your birthday gift afterwards. I'm with you, girl. I'm with you. But if it is your birthday today as well, I want to say happy birthday to you. We hope you have a wonderful day filled with lots of love and blessing. And if you have a birthday shout out, please drop us a line right here at oye@channel5belize.com.
You can also catch us on Facebook at Open Your Eyes BZ.
And check out all of our highlights on Instagram at OYE And of course, like Sabrina said, we're not going to be here on Monday or Tuesday, but catch us here on Wednesday when you open your eyes
to start your morning right.
Be sure to keep your eyes, your mind,
and your hearts open.
We'll see you soon, Belize. Merry Christmas!
Your son will be really jamming. Listen to the chorus of what we will be singing.
Drink a rum on a Christmas morning, drink a rum.
It's Christmas morning.
Drink a rum on a Christmas morning, drink a rum.
Mama, drink if you're drinking.
Drink a rum on a bunch of dreamers, drink a rum.
It's Christmas morning.
Drink a rum on a Christmas morning, drink a rum.
Mama, drink if you're drinking. This set is grand, battles of all description, you must understand. Liquor to supply a nation. I have added whiskey, bunch of cream and gin and brandy, lime and tonic water, lemon hot and anchor soda.
Drink a rum on a Christmas morning, drink a rum.
Mama, drink if you're drinking.
Drink a rum on a Christmas morning, drink a rum.
It's Christmas morning.
Drink a rum and a bunch of dreamers, drink a rum.
Mama, drink if you're drinking.
Drink a rum on a Christmas morning, drink a rum.
It's Christmas morning.
Open Your Eyes was brought to you by the Belize Bank. Our country, your bank.